Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to go through the concept of containers, what they are and how they work. As I've said in previous tutorials, there are two types of modules that you can use on the canvas: components and containers. The components are kind of the basic building blocks, and the containers are basically collections of other modules that you want to wrap inside a container, which can then be saved and reused later on, or it can just be put inside the container because it frees up canvas space. The corrections that I used in the general canvas introduction, like radiation loss and distance loss and that kind of thing, those were all containers that I'd previously made. So to illustrate the principle, I'm just going to get some single figures on here, and I'm going to get a single figure read, and I'm going to get an arithmetic sum. So we can see here now we've got just a fairly simple 1 plus 4 is equal to 5 kind of function going on. Now if we wanted to create a container that would add 4 to all of the input and then send that to the output, all we would need to do is select both of these components and click the create container button there. So if I click on that now, we now have a new container, and as we can see, the input 1 there, the output 5 means that it's adding 4 to everything. So if we change this to 10, for example, this container is now adding 4 to that, so the output is 14. So what we can do is we can go inside the container and have a look at what it's doing by clicking on the enter container arrow button there. So if we go inside there, what you'll see now is in the Canvas Explorer at the top, if I just enlarge that a little bit, that's the container that we made, and it's showing us now that we are inside this container. So we've kind of gone down one level. We can see these two components that didn't exist before, the container link in and the container link out. These correspond to the input and output nodes that are on the outside of that container. So if we want to send any information in to the container, we use a link in, and if we want to send data out of it, we use a link out. And if you put more of those inside the container, every time you do, you'll get a new corresponding node on the outside of the container to allow you to send data in or out. So that's a very basic container that we built up there. That just hopefully illustrates the principle of the process of creating a container. This could be saved into your company's database or into your own project toolbox or whatever you want to do with it, so that you can then be reused later on. Saving of containers and that kind of thing will be covered in a later tutorial, and the next tutorial that we'll do will show you how to create interactive elements on the front of this container so that you can build up slightly more flexibility in terms of communicating with the inside of it.